Yesterday, we stopped at this point in Git merge and Git release. So before going to understand that, so till now what we have done, so we have taken the files from the repo, that is GitHub. So from GitHub, we are taking just we are doing the clone, okay, and we are we did some practice, right? So in local, so without going to the repo, okay, without going to the repo, okay, like here we're taking the code as taking HTTPS, and we are taking this one and git clone. So by using that, we did that. But instead of that, so first if we take here, so let us open the git bash here itself. So here itself, we can create the folder in the local, in our local. So how we can create the folder needs. Okay, for example, I'm creating one directory first of all, directory. So mkdir space. For example, if I want to explain about git match, so let us take the folder name is git match. You can take any name. Match. I created a folder git match. I'm just moving into the folder called git match. Now I'm in the inside of gitmatch folder. Okay, so here we are just created one folder and we are into the folder, but this folder don't have any git credentials. Okay, how to do the how to initiate the git here? Okay, so to initiate the git here, the very basic command is git init. Okay, git init is the very basic command. So if I click enter, so see here, to initialize empty git repository. So here one git repository that will be created with the folder with the name, repo name is gitmatch. The repo name is here gitmatch. So till now what we did, so we have cloned the repo. So what is the repo name? It is test repo. Okay, this test repo we are cloning into our local. So instead of cloning, so we are created one repo in our local with the name gitmatch. So how to initiate this git folder by using the command git init. So this is a very basic question and important interview question. So what is the git init command? It will do. So it will initialize the empty git repository. So while initializing, it will create a folder into the folder gitmatch. So dot git. Okay, it is initializing. It is creating one folder. So dot git. Okay, if you observe here, just look in LL, so you don't find this .git folder. Why? Because this is an hidden file. So therefore, to check the hidden file ls-la, so then we can see all the three folders will exist. Okay, so before initializing, so these three will not exist because you are initialized the git. So therefore, by default, when you execute this command git init, so this dot init will be automatically coming to the picture. So dot git folder. So what this dot git folder will contain? So if you move into this dot git folder, so you can do again. So these are the files which are there in the .git folder. So what are these four files contain? So if you understand this, is very simple. You can easily understand each and every. So head is nothing but always pointing to the recent commit. When you do the git log, so then you can see head. So head is nothing but it is pointing to the last commit. Okay, so that is the point that it is showing. Config means configurations file. So you can edit this configuration file. All the values which are related to configuration of it. So this is it is having. So description. So this is the description of the repo. Okay, what is the description of this repo? It will contain. So hooks, info, objects, reference. All these are the folders. Okay, so these are the Git dependent folders. That means it will contain the information of the repo and the commits information and the commands to be executed. Okay, all the information that will be stored under this .git folder. Okay, it's a very important point so what to understand. So what's a very basic, that is git init is a command. Okay, when you execute this command, so default, so the .git that will be created into the folder. Okay, so this will contain the information of the repo and description of the repo and the commits history and the head information and commands, the commands, whatever the git commands we're executing, all the information that will be stored under this .git folder. Okay. So now let us see here. Just we are moving back. So now currently I'm in the master. Okay, I'm just clearing the screen. I'm currently under the master. So if you do, we can change the master to main or main to master. Where? In the GitHub repo. Okay, I'll show that point of view also. When you click on the settings here, so the settings, the branches section is there. So in the branches section here, there is an option. So by default, it will be main or master sometimes. Here you can change the name to master or whatever you wish. But by default, it will be main or master. Sometimes it is master, sometimes it is main. So which is familiar to you, you can keep here. Okay, but this is the place you can rename the default branch. So default branch, it may be main or master. Here you can rename it. So whenever you do the rename, so the reflection will be there in all the places. So now here I rename it here so that this will be master. So the effect will be here. Okay. So now here I'm creating some files here. So for that I'm using the touch. Okay. Let us say here we are discussing about the topic git merge. We are talking like here it is git merge. So before going to explain this topic, I want to show some two images. Okay, for clear understanding point. So if you understand these images, so git merge and git rebase, those two will be clear. Okay, so yesterday also I explained, I mean, on the day of Friday, I explained one difference between the git merge and git rebase. The difference between git merge and git rebase is, so whenever you do git merge, it is asking for commit message. It is asking for commit message, whereas if you do the git rebase, it won't ask any commit message. That is the first difference between git merge and git rebase. That part already we have shown. Once again, I will show in this class also. So this is a picture about git merge. Okay. So what is this git merge it is showing? So let us take, so this is the main branch or master branch. Okay. So this is the first commit that was done in the master branch. Okay. So this is the main branch and this is the first commit that is done in the master branch. Okay. After that, so I'm taking this file because let us take this is a code file. Okay. So I'm taking this code file into the feature branch. Okay, so this is a feature branch creation, and from this I have made some changes and I have committed that code. Understood, right? So once again I'm clearly showing here. From main. So here, let us take this is the master branch, and this is the file I have created with the name m1 and committed this file. Okay, so this is a default master branch and I have taken one file in the master and I have committed this file. So after this, I have taken this file out into the feature branch. So this is the feature branch creation. So after creating the feature branch here, feature branch, I have created the feature branch, and in the feature branch, I have added some more content to the existing one. Okay, let us, that one is F1. Okay, let us, that code is F1 and I committed this one. and I have committed this one. Okay, so later I'm again, okay, did some changes in the feature branch. So in the master branch with some content M2. Okay, with some content M2, I have done the changes. Okay, now there are two different files are there. So one is F1, the feature branch, which is having the content, F1 content. Okay, and the master branch F2 content will be there. I want to merge these two changes into the feature branch. I want to merge the changes from master to feature branch. So now for that I'm using that process can be done in two ways. One is by using git merge, another one is git rebase. Okay, git merge and git rebase. In two ways I can do. So this is the procedure for git merge, right? So I'm just doing that here. So here it is, git merge. So that part I'll explain now. So now I also explain what is the difference between git merge and git rebase. Already one point is explained. The one point is git merge, it is asking for the commit history, whereas git rebase, it won't ask the commit history. So if you observe the differences between these two, so this is git merge and this is git rebase. Okay, so git merge. So what it can do means, so it will create. Okay, whenever you do the git merge, so the commits from the feature branch and the commits from the master branch will be as it is. There is no change. There is no change. The branches also will not be disturbed. The feature branch commits will be same, it won't disturb, and the master branch commits will not be disturbed. Whereas if you do the git rebase, so what happened? Whatever the commits you do, recent commits, okay, that all the commits will be moved onto the tip of the master branch. There is a very, very important difference between the git merge and git rebase. Okay, I'll explain with the example you can understand clearly. So first I'm taking git merge. Okay, so here I'm taking the touch file and creating file. So M1, I'm just committing the file. First I need to add and then commit. So file M1 added. Now I have added the file M1 in the master branch. So let us check here. So before that, I want to show the folder option also. So ask it right. Here also you can see the difference. So this is the folder I have created, git merge. I'm currently in the master branch. Therefore, you can see the file which is created M1. The file I have created M1 that is present in the folder, git merge folder. The file is M1 here. Okay. Now I'm creating a branch feature and I'm moving into the same branch. So checkout. I'm using a single command -b feature. This command will create the branch feature and moving into the feature branch. So currently I'm in feature branch now. Okay, so before moving into the feature branch, let me do one thing. So I'm again moving into the master branch. I'm checking the commits. So this is the commit. So head, it is the head that is pointing to the master and feature. That means in the both master and feature, only one commit there. That is file M1 is added. Okay, so why? Since you need to get a one doubt here. File M1 is added and committed in the master branch, but it is also there in the feature branch. Why? Why means, so this file you have created the feature branch after the committing of the file M1. we have created the feature branch after creating the file M1. That's why whatever the commits that are there in the master branch that are applicable for feature branch also. Understood the difference between why it is showing for master and feature branch. Now I'm check out into the feature branch now. Now I'm in the feature branch. So if you do currently here one file is there M1 because we have created the feature branch okay after committing the file M1. That's why that file M1 is belong to both master and feature branch. Now here I'm creating one file called F1. So now here I'm doing git add and git commit -m F1 is added. Now click on enter. Now that file is now created. So if you see the folder here, that file F1 is created. Currently you are in the feature branch. That file F1 is created in the feature branch. Now if you check out to the master branch, git checkout master branch. Now see what happens. Just see this folder. What happened? So now see what happened. That file F1 is not there in the master branch. That file F1 is not there in the master branch. Why? Why? Because the file F1 is created in the feature branch. That is not belong to the master branch. That's why. So if we again check out to the feature branch, two files will be there. You can see the two files, F1, M1. So two files will be there in the feature branch. When you check out to the master branch, only M1 will be there. Okay, now if you check the git log here. So now see here, you can see the two commits here. One is file M1 is added, F1 is added. So these are the two commits which are there in the feature branch. So if you check out to the master and just to do the git log, check out to the master and just to the git log, you can see only one commit. You have only one commit in the master because you have only one file in the master. When you go to the feature branch, you can see that two commits. Why? One file is for M1, other is for F1. Two commits are there. Clear? Now I have done the changes. I already told you as per the picture, right? Okay. As per the picture, I have taken this M1. So I'm just taking only one example so that this is not required. This part. You can also add this one, no problem. But the same will be applicable. So taking for a simple application here. So here what I did, I have taken first from the master branch, I have created one file and committed the file. So these changes are I have taken into the feature branch. There I have done the additional changes and that file is F1 and committed here. Okay, now these two steps are done now. Now I want to again go to the master branch. I need to add some more files in the master branch. Okay, now I'm checking out into the master branch again. Git checkout master. So already currently in the master. Okay, I'm now currently in the master. Now here I'm again creating one more file called M2. Okay, I've created a file M2 here. Now again I'm committing this file. Git add M2. So git commit -m file M2 is added. I'm committing this file. Now if you check the git log here, you can see the two commits in the master branch, file M1 and file M2. So these two commits which are there under master branch. If you check out to the feature, okay, then those two commits will be different. So file M1 and file F1. So those are the two commits. Okay, now here this step also is over. Now what I to do? I want to merge the master branch with the feature branch. I want to merge the master branch with the feature branch. Therefore, first I need to check out into the checkout feature branch. So now here I want to commit, I want to merge, I want to mix the changes of the master branch with the feature branch. Okay, for that we can use two commands. One is git merge and other one is git release. So whenever you do the git merge, okay, here which branch you want to merge? So master. Okay, so here you need to add one more flag, that is double hyphen no ff. What is this double hyphen no ff means? Double hyphen no ff, it stands for no fast forward. Generally by default git merge, it is asking for merge commit. Okay, if you don't want to ask the merge commit, you can give, if you remove this one, it won't ask any merge commit. Okay, merge message, merge commit message, it won't ask. So but for merge, git merge, it should be compulsory. So double hyphen no hyphen ff, fast forward option should be disabled. So if you click on enter, okay, it is asking, it is opening one page. So it is asked to enter some message here. So I'm writing some text here. So merged master branch or feature branch with master branch. Merged feature branch with the master branch. So now I'm just saving the commit message. Here, whatever it may be, you can enter. Okay, just saving this one. Now, if you check the git log, so now see here, what are the git log, git commits will be, you can see here. The first one is file F1. Okay, file F1, that is you are seeing the first one. Next one in the feature branch, F1 is added, and in the master branch, F2 is added. Okay, and you can see the merge commit message also. Okay, this is the merge commit message also. So I already told you the difference between git merge and git rebase. It is asking for the merge commit message. It is asking for the message. Just now you have opened one VI editor, right? So there you have entered some text, this text. So you are merged the feature branch with the master branch. Okay, so this is the major difference between git merge. Okay, this way we can work with the git merge. Okay, here it is showing all the master branch commits, and this is the feature branch commit. Currently you are in the feature branch, right? And you are merging the changes from master branch to feature branch. That's why head is currently it is feature branch. Okay, now I'm explaining the git rebase now. I'll explain the git rebase. For that again, I'm creating one more. I'm taking one more git bash. Here I'm creating one folder, mkdir git rebase. Git rebase. I'm just moving into the folder git rebase. Here I'm doing, here git is not initialized in the folder. So for that, the command is git init. Whenever you do the git init, so dot git folder that will be created automatically. Dot git folder that will be created automatically, and this git rebase is now the master. Okay, master branch. It is the master branch. This is the repo name. Git rebase is the repo name, and master is the branch name. Okay, now here again I'm repeating the same steps. Whatever the steps I have done, the same steps I have repeating now. I'm repeating now. So for that first one, I'm creating the file touch m1. I'm just adding this file and committing this file. M1 is added. Okay, now if you check the git log, so one file is there. Okay, now I'm checking out to the feature branch. Check out -b feature. I'm currently in the feature branch. Now here I'm creating. You see here there are no files here in the feature branch. Sorry, one file is there because this file is already created after the this m1 commit. Okay, therefore one file will be there along with the feature branch. Okay, I already shown in the folder structure also. Okay, so this is for git merge. You see the git rebase folder here, git git. So currently you are the feature branch. Now here you can create the file f1. Okay, here f1 will be created in the folder git rebase for the branch feature. Now git add git commits -m f1 is added. Now if you check the git log, you can see the two commits. One is for m1, other one is for f1. If you check out to the master, you are able to see only one file. So see here, the folder also you can see only one file because M1 is the file that is created under master. M1, F1 are the two files which are there under feature branch. Now again I'm check out. Okay, currently I'm in the master only. So here I want to create one more file called M2. And here I'm adding this file. And here I'm committing this file. M2 is added. Now, if you check the git log, here you can see the two commits in the master branch M1 and M2. The two commits are there. And so in the folder also you can see the two files M1, M2. If you check out the feature branch, so here you can see the two files F1, M1. Two files. So this is the git log. So here you can see the two commits. One is M1, other one is F1. Now I want to merge the changes of master branch to the feature branch. I want to merge the changes of master branch to the feature branch. Same steps what I followed. But instead of merge command, I am using the git rebase command here. So git rebase. So I want to git rebase. That means I want to merge the branch master from master to the feature. So here I need to type the branch. Which branch you want to merge? So I want to merge the master. So one more command, the same command. You can also give here feature. That will be also same meaning. Okay. If you give this, if you give like this, git rebase master feature means so you want to merge the changes of master branch to the feature branch. Okay, you want to merge the changes of master branch to the feature branch. Currently, you are in the feature branch only, right? Therefore, no need to give the feature. It will by default it will take the feature branch only. So feature branch. So if you do git rebase, it won't ask any prompt message. It won't ask any prompt message. So previously it is asking for prompt message, but now it won't ask the prompt message. So it simply shows a simple message. So successfully rebased and updated the heads. So whereas if you do the git rebase, what it is showing, so see, when you do the git merge, so it is showing all the information. Okay, it's showing the information as well as it is asking for the commit message. It is asking for the commit message also. Okay, you are given this commit message. But whereas for rebase, okay, it won't ask any commit message. So that you can see in the git log also. When you type the git log, you have seen the recent commit. That means whatever the commit message you have entered, that will be is a commit. That is also taken as a one commit. Okay, but in rebase, whenever you do the git rebase, so it won't ask any this commit message and it won't show any commit history. When you check type the git log and enter, so see here, it won't show any commit message. Okay, it won't see any commit history. So whereas for previous for git merge, so for commit message, it is showing the commit history. Commit ID it is showing. So this is the commit ID. This is the commit ID it is showing for the commit message that you have entered. Whereas for git rebase, it won't ask any commit message and it won't show any commit ID. That is the major difference between the git merge and git rebase. Okay, git merge and git rebase, what is the major difference? It won't ask any commit message. Which one? Git rebase. Git rebase won't ask any commit message. It won't show any commit history. Whereas git merge, it is asking for the commit message as well as it is showing the commit history. Got it? This is a major difference between the git merge and git rebase. So when you do the git, we have done the same steps, right? Okay, we have initially added file m1. Okay, so next f1 is added in the feature branch. File m2 is added. So next you are merged. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So total 4 commits you have seen when you do the git merge. Whereas if you do the git rebase, okay, you can see only 3 commits. And one more difference you can observe here, very, very important difference. So here, whenever you do the git merge, first it is showing the M1, file M1. This is the master branch commit. This is the feature branch commit. This is again the master branch commit. This is again the feature branch commit. That is, we have shown in the picture, right? We have shown the same picture. So we have followed the same picture. First, we are in the master branch. This is the master branch. Currently, we are in the master branch. So next, so we have done the commit of this one. M1 file is committed. So next, we have created the feature branch. There we have created the one file F1. After that, we are again moving into the master branch, and there we are creating the file M2. Okay, then we are merging the changes of master branch into the feature branch. So this is the final one. Okay, we are merging the changes of master branch into the feature branch. Okay, so this chain may be continuous, but here what you need to understand, whatever it may be, we need to merge at the final. Okay, we are changing the, okay, we are taking the changes from one branch and we are working on the changes in the other branch. Once the changes are completed, what we are doing again, we are doing the git merge. We are merging the changes into the other branch. I already told you in the last class also, in the real time, we are mostly working with the feature branch. Once the changes are completed in the feature branch, we are pushing the changes into the master branch. We are pushing the changes into the master branch. That is we are doing. Okay, likewise, here, this is a simple example you can understand. Okay, so what we are doing, we are doing the git merge. Whenever you are doing the git merge, what happened? Two things will be you need to observe. First point is, it is asking for commit message and it is showing the